come in, you know, if anybody comes in, that's fine. We want to honor your time. Hopefully we won't be too long today. We're going to do really our best to keep it down to an hour, but we have so many good testimonials to share. It might go a little bit longer, but we're really going to try to honor your time. It's a Saturday. I know you have lots to do. But let me just tell you a little bit about myself. This is a workshop that Debbie and Amy are hosting. They've invited you all to come because they have seen what these oils and supplements are doing for them, which you're going to get to hear about. Really awesome testimonials. But I've been doing doTERRA for 9 years. I was 56 when I went to my first little class. And I was like, oh my goodness, they do so many things. Where have they been all my life? How come I haven't heard about this? And so I bought a kit and I started using the oils, and within 3 months, I got off 3 medications. And in a year's time, I lost 30 pounds, not because of any big weight loss thing that they had or anything like that, but I just started feeling better, having more energy. And so when you have more energy, what do you want to do? You want to move more. And you know, you start burning calories and you start feeling better. And so that's been a slow journey for me. It hasn't been an overnight thing, but over 9 years, I'm still learning. You know, there's still more to learn. This big book right here, we call this our oil Bible. I mean, look at it. There's no way I can learn everything in here, but it's a good resource. We're going to talk more about that later, but I was not raised with natural things. I don't know, maybe some of you were, by parents who were into herbs and, you know, just all of these things. Well, use this for that. Drink peppermint tea if you have a nauseous stomach or upset stomach. I wasn't raised that way. We went to the cupboard and we reached for whatever it was that was in the medicine cabinet. That's how I was raised. So at 56, I did a turn and I started learning about natural. And who would have known? I never would have imagined that I would have a store one day teaching other people about natural health care. But that's how God moves, right? Mm-hmm. We don't know where the future is going to take us, but that's my path now. And so we're going to open up with a word of prayer and get right into it. I hope you don't mind us praying before we start. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this opportunity where I can share with others what doTERRA has done for me, and Amy and Debbie and all that they have to share today. Thank you for each lady that has come today, and we pray that you would give us the words to say and that everybody would learn today and leave a little bit different and a little bit better. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. Okay, so breaking up with sick and tired. That was me when I first started. I was just tired all the time. But doTERRA is a wellness company. We're not just essential oils. We want to teach people how to deal with their health from the bottom up with nutrition and digestion, movement and metabolism, and start giving your body what it needs to function properly. Oils come in about like here, okay? On those top layers, you can add in essential oils, but from the bottom up, giving your body the proper nutrition, and we're going to learn about that. But my mission statement is actually on the back wall. Our mission is to help people pursue health and wellness in a way that honors God. Through education, we empower people to improve their health with the highest quality essential oils and supplements. And so that's what we're about here. Teaching people how to take care of their health from the bottom up. Because honestly, in Western medicine and the way I was raised, we started from the top. If you got an ear infection, you called the doctor and you made an appointment and then you got an antibiotic. That was just how we dealt with things. We've gotten away from natural, but I think the pendulum is starting to swing back to natural a little bit, where people are wanting to probe into that, because are we any better in 2024 than we were like in the 1950s or maybe even before then? So that's the way I was raised, but now I've done a complete turnaround and we're starting from the bottom up. We want to get to the root of the problem instead of just masking the issue, okay? So now you have a sheet on your clipboard there. It's the ailment sheet. So we want you to go ahead and fill that out. Put your name and phone number on there. It looks like this. And then we want you to circle your top health issues. It could be 2, 3, up to 5 or 8 things. I've had some people circle a lot of things on this sheet. They're like, you need to circle everything on there. But what are your top main health issues, okay? Because that's what we want to help you with. We can kind of look at that and make some recommendations about what could help those issues the most. So just take a few minutes. With me, it was sleep, it was depression, and acid reflux. Oh, and then lack of energy. That was another big one. I was tired all the time. So you circle the things that kind of stand out to you on that sheet. Do you need a pen?
No.
Oh, you got one? Okay, okay. I didn't know if you had a pen or not. I'll be quiet so you can look that sheet over. Here, Laura, if you want to, you can maybe hold that up so they can be. Sometimes people forget. Someone else can be like, "Will you talk about that a lot?" That's funny. Is this your mom, Nikki? Okay. So does anybody want to share? Nikki, you're already done. Would you mind sharing? I don't mean to put you on the spot, but would you mind sharing maybe one thing on your paper?
Yeah, I circled acne.
Okay. That was when I had hormonal acne. I had cysts and stuff when I first started with doTERRA too, yeah.
It's worse now I'm pregnant.
The hormonal. Yeah, and then stress because you're building a house and you're having a baby, so that adds more stress. And stress can make you break out, for sure. Anything else besides that?
I also get really bad migraines, so I circled migraines.
Ah, we have a testimonial coming up about that. I don't know if you've heard from her, what has worked for her. Migraines. Definitely have some oils that'll help with that. Anybody else want to share maybe 1 or 2 things real quick that you struggle with? We're all friends here.
High blood pressure.
Okay.
High cholesterol.
Ah.
Hair loss.
Okay. Yeah, I had that too. I have hypothyroidism, and the older I got, I've had that issue. A couple things have helped me with that too. So I can relate to that. Okay, so we're going to keep going here, keep things moving. So remember we talked about how doTERRA works from the bottom up instead of the top down, with going to the doctor first. So the modern approach or Western medicine, manage your symptoms, take this medicine for this, that, or the other. You get your toxins, they're man-made instead of God-made and plant-based made. Lots of bad side effects. Oh my goodness, so many bad side effects. We could teach a whole day just on that. Our healthcare industry is $6.5 trillion a year, and are we really healthier? The natural approach, get to the root causes using plant-based medicine, natural medicine, and minimal side effects and safe for everybody. You don't have to have a prescription to use what's plant-based. So what creates disease in the body? Nutrient deficiency, inflammation, and toxic overload. I've learned so much about this, but you don't hear from people about how we're nutrient deficient. That's why we need supplements. And people say, I don't need to take any supplements. I'm healthy. Well, we don't have in our foods what our body needs. We're not getting enough. Inflammation, what causes inflammation? We're going to talk about that. And then what are the problems with all the toxins we use? So this is a really good picture right here that shows why we're nutrient deficient. So an apple today, or back in the 50s, would equal 6 today. You would have to eat 6 apples today to get the nutrients that were in the apples back in the 1950s. So that's huge, right? That's just like, whoa, they're that deficient in nutrition? How about the oranges? So one orange back in the 50s, you'd have to eat like 8 today. And who wants to do that? We can't like eat all that all the time. And so that's why the soil's depleted, they spray them with pesticides, and you lose a lot of the nutrition that's in there. So nutrient deficiencies is the core of our immune function. Results of nutrient deficiency: inflammation, headaches, lack of sleep, foggy thinking, lack of energy, digestive issues. I can relate to several of these right here before I started with doTERRA. And so we need these vitamins every day in our body. 95% of people in our world are deficient in vitamin D, and the biggest source is the sun. We're not getting outside. We stay inside at our computer, at the TV, with our phones, and we're not getting out in nature. Vitamin E, almost all of these are at least 50% up. So you can see we all need supplementation. And vitamin C, that's our immune system, right? We all need a good immune system. So poor nutrition is the #1 cause of poor health. You may think you're eating healthy, you make your food at home, but the problem is maybe not what you're eating, but the lack of nutrition in that food that we're not thinking about. So it all starts with inflammation. What causes inflammation? Sugar. There's so much sugar in a lot of our foods. Stress and lack of sleep. So when we're stressed all the time, we're not sleeping as good. It's causing inflammation in the body and then toxins in our environment. This is interesting in Time magazine. The surprising link between inflammation and heart attacks, cancer, Alzheimer's, caused by inflammation. And sugar being a top thing there. We're talking about that on Monday nights, aren't we? For casting pounds. Types of inflammation. You got all of these diseases. I'm not going to read all these here, but you know, gastrointestinal disease, metabolic disease, mental illness, all kinds of things. And then toxic load. So I used to think, what is toxic load? What are you talking about? Well, basically it's talking about a chemical buildup in our bodies from everything we use with our personal care products to what we clean with, the sprays that we use, the laundry detergent, the dryer sheets, the stuff you put in your bath, the soaps that you use, the deodorant that you use. Are you looking at what ingredients are in those products? I think I've gotten probably rid of about 75% of the toxins in my home, and I'm still working on that. I make my cleaning products with essential oils and vinegar and water, and they're cheaper, and you don't have to smell those fumes. I mean, it's amazing, all the things, but all of these things can cause toxic overload, and that's what causes a lot of the autoimmune diseases, foggy thinking, all of that kind of thing. And so, I got rid of my plug-ins, I got rid of my Yankee candles. I used to love Yankee candles. That's what I wanted at Christmas time. Oh, it just made the house smell so good. Well, now when I smell a Yankee candle, it gives me a headache. Because it's like I've gotten rid of the toxins, and now when I smell those things with toxins in them, it gives me a headache. Perfumes. Have you ever sat by someone in church that had perfume so strong? And you're thinking, oh, and it gives you a headache, right? I mean, that's how it is with me. Lysol, spray Lysol to get rid of the germs, and then you're like, oh, you start coughing. So I've learned a lot about a lot of these things. The Yucca app, I don't know if you have that, but you'll have to download the Yucca app. It tells you all the bad things that are in cleaning products and in food. And so there's a lot of toxins that are in preservatives for the processed foods that actually are toxic to your body. So I think you have something you want to share.
What surprised me was Bath and Body has a lot. That Yucca app rated it really bad. I don't know
So did you actually take your phone and scan some of the things? And what kind of score did you get?
Very bad. Very
bad.
One was 0, I think.
0 out of 100. So that's what I'm saying. Like now, when I walk into that store, it's like I don't even want to be there. Because they'll say on their lotions with lavender, but it's the synthetic lavender. It's man-made, made in a lab lavender, not what you get from France or Italy or wherever it is that we source lavender from. So it's just a process of learning and being educated on that. So a study, this is very interesting that the supplement industry is adulterated. There's a lot of contaminants and fillers. I mean, think about it. When you go to GNC, there's pills, bottles of pills and supplements everywhere. You don't know what bottle to take. You don't know, like, is this better than this over here? That's where the Yucca app can really be helpful. But the FDA did a study from 2007 to 2016, and they detected 776 supplements, contaminants, and that many, produced by almost 150 different companies. And 3 leading memory supplements to help with memory, 2 of them did not even actually contain the active ingredient listed on the label. So you can't really trust what they say because the FDA doesn't do a good job of regulating the industry. So this is our #1 product, which is a 3-pack. Actually, it's this box of 3 bottles of supplements right here, and I've been using them almost a decade. Like my month 2 or 3 in doTERRA, a friend said, "Sue, just try it. It's a money-back guarantee. If you don't feel less pain and more energy, send the bottles back." I was like, okay, well, what do I have to lose? Because it's backed by a money-back guarantee. So I started taking it, and guess what? I wasn't feeling tired anymore. My cognitive function, I started moving more. I started exercising. So I've lost about 35 pounds, but that was like 8 years ago. And I'm even losing more now with the collagen. So what are these 3 bottles? It's your vitamins and minerals, which is 95% bioavailable. So that means you're actually going to get the kale, the broccoli, the cauliflower, and because it's whole food, it's not man-made in the lab. It's actually crushed powder from those vegetables. No fairy dusting, top-of-the-line nutrition. You get your omegas. We're going to talk more about those 3 bottles when we get into it just a little bit more. Go ahead.
What's the other 5%? You said it's 95%?
Yeah, so, I mean, you're not going to get like every single thing that's in there. Most of the supplements, you only get 20 to 30. So I don't know why it's not 100, but 95% is so much better than the other supplements that are out there where you're getting way less. Okay? No fairy dusting. So here's the 3 bottles. Vitamins and minerals, which is going to be your ACE, bridges the gap in poor nutrition, 12 servings of green leafy vegetables. This is your brain food, your brain and your heart, and your skin. So your omegas could really help clear up skin issues too. Brain fog. I know a guy that has 9 boys, and they just had a little girl. They had to go through all those pregnancies to get their girl. But so they homeschool, and he'll tell his kids, go take your brain food, go take your omegas, because for their homeschool, they want their brain to be functioning good, and so they make sure that those kids have their omegas. Alpha CRS Plus, this is what gave me my energy back. That's the cellular energy with ginkgo biloba, CoQ10, frankincense, which is the king of oils. You'll hear about that later. It's in 2 of these bottles. No other omega on the market, I think, has essential oils added to your omegas. Ours has 9 essential oils, so that gives it an extra punch with your essential oils in there. So did you want to share anything about, I think it's after Mike, isn't it? Okay, so it's coming up. Amy has a testimonial, I think. So the 60-day clinical trial, no, it is now, isn't it? You go ahead and share about yours.
Okay, about the LLV.
Yeah.
Well, to start off with, I was going to a weight loss clinic, and it's supposed to be doctor approved and regulated, and they had 6 different vitamins that I was supposed to take, and the vitamin injections. I've never felt so bad, y'all. I was so tired, I couldn't get out of bed. I quit that and found this place and started on the LLV and the MetaPower. My energy went up. I felt so much better. Still losing weight, not to mention the price now. At the weight loss clinic, I was paying around $900 a month So this is much more affordable and it works. Whereas this other place, you know, it wasn't helping me at all. And
Making you feel worse.
yes, making me feel worse. And here at this shop, we also have a group called Casting Pounds every Monday night at 6:30. And they here we do a lot of the same things the weight loss clinic done, but it was free here. They bring these little scales and you stand on it and it tells you not only weight, how much you weigh, but bone mass, muscle mass, you know, it reads out everything about you. And it was free here. And I was paying hundreds of dollars for that at the clinic. And that just blew me away right there. So if y'all are free on Mondays, you need to come to that.
Yeah, we talk about like how to eat healthier, how bad sugar is. That's how I learned about the Yucca app, which I've never heard about that before. It's a great tool.
Yeah.
So I'm like a kid in an amusement park. We went to Aldi and I had the Yucca app pulled up and I'm like scanning everything and like, Randy, look what this says, you know, and I just read people are looking at me, you know, but I thought it was so interesting, like 90 out of 100, I'm like, okay, I'm buying this, like this is good. And then I'd see very bad, poor, you know, salad dressings and all kinds of things you don't think about having bad stuff. And so it's been an eye opener, but we just help each other. Lisa came and cooked a whole meal for us, how to eat healthy, and so we just have a good time. And then what do we do at the end? We exercise. So it's like, you know, when you're with friends, it makes it more fun, right? Who wants to exercise with a video all by yourself? So we just have a good time. We get our mats out. Sometimes we get on the floor out there in the room. But if you're wanting some accountability and just learning how to be healthier with eating your foods, and we're not trying to sell doTERRA to people on Monday nights. I mean, there's people that don't use doTERRA, but it's just friends getting together, encouraging each other to like walk outside and exercise and learn about how to eat healthy. So that's on Monday nights if you want to come. Thank you for sharing that. So this is a clinical trial. You may say, well, prove to me. Show me the proof that those supplements really work. So that's what this is. This is a clinical trial so that it can show the results. A normal exercise and normal diet. They didn't change anything other than taking LLV, we call this lifelong vitality. So the people had significant improvement with their blood work, their insulin, cardiovascular, triglycerides. A lot of people struggle with that, and inflammation. Positive effects on cardiovascular health, antioxidants, inflammation goes down, glucose regulation, mental clarity, energy. That was me. That was my takeaway. Motivation, control, balance, and happiness. When you start to feel better, you enjoy life better. So really huge here. This guy's on my team, Mike. He's in his 50s. And so he had triglycerides so bad, so high. They were 472. Normal is like to 150. 472. So I went to his mom's house to teach a class, and he's sitting over there with his arms crossed. And he kind of intimidated me a little bit because I'm like, here's a man sitting here, and he's got his arm, you know, body language is like, I'm closed off to you. I don't like what you're saying. But he was listening, and so he looked in the book, in our oil Bible, triglycerides. And so he said, Mom, I want you to order these oils for me. And so those oils he started taking internally, cinnamon, on guard, and lemongrass. And then he went back to the doctor and got his blood work done, 472 to 175.
Wow.
It dropped 397 points. And then a few months later, he got it down even more. And of course, he started taking LLV. He takes LLV all the time now. He even called me one time when he was getting low. I got to get some. Do you have any? My wife is telling me I'm getting really grumpy. I need those LLV. And so he's a believer and had huge results with triglycerides. So then gut health is another thing, and a lot of inflammation in your gut. That is where our immunity and a lot of your good emotions, your serotonin, your dopamine, are actually in the gut. Okay? So when we take care of our gut, when mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. So we gotta take care of your gut, right? And so now I want y'all to take, we got a pair of scissors here, and I've given you a sample of the PB Assist powder right here. You need scissors to cut across the top. It's very hard for some reason to do it with your hands. Just use the scissors, cut the top, and just drop that powder on your tongue. It tastes so good. It's got so many CFUs, pre, post, and probiotic, and it's all about keeping your gut safe for you to take if you'd like to. Yes, it's gonna help baby. It's not gonna hurt. It's all natural stuff in there. And so that's what's gonna bring your immunity up. I take a probiotic every day, just cut it up, and then just drop, it's kind of like a pixie stick, but
Yes,
there's
it tastes
no
like
sugar.
those pixies.
And just drop it on your tongue. It's strawberry watermelon. So good. That's what's gonna keep the bacteria good. It'll help the good overtake the bad, okay? Really, really good.
Weird. I'm just like, I don't know.
This is what they do, you get little packs like this.
Yep, it comes in a box like this, and you just take one a day. It's safe for kids on up to adults. And then we also have it in pill form, which has even higher doses of the CFUs and the different strains and everything that are in there. So it's gonna help you sleep better. Also, it really helps clear up skin when you take a probiotic. A lot of people say their skin starts to clear up, so it's really huge. Probiotics are very, very important. This helps me to go to the bathroom regularly because constipation was an issue for me. I take 3 every night, and it's breaking down your food and help your body to get rid of it the next day. That can also help with food intolerance. If you're lactose or gluten intolerant, the Terrazyme, people can actually eat the foods that used to make them really react to it badly before. So Terrazyme is really great for that. So 6.8% of the US adult population has, only 6.8% has optimal cardiometabolic health. So that means like the other 73% or 93% do not, okay? So that's really huge. Cardiometabolic health has to do with your cardiovascular system and your metabolic system together. So diabetes is a huge problem. So see if you can answer this question. Who wants to guess? What is the percentage increase in diabetes in America since 1960? What's the increase? If you were to guess, just throw out a number.
56%.
56% increase since 1960. Anybody else want? I mean, she's just guessing. Anybody else want to guess?
I think more.
80.
What?
80.
80.
85.
85. Yeah, y'all need to go higher. You're gonna be amazed. Okay, so we're just gonna tell you almost 700%.
Oh my gosh.
And that's why we're saying sugar causes what? Inflammation. It's in all, like if your cereals, you know, all the cereals they on Saturday during cartoon time. You know, all those cereals for little kids that have sugar in them, and we wonder why they're having behavioral problems in school and they can't sit still. All that sugar that they're having. How long does it take the average American to consume the same amount of sugar that our ancestors from 200 years ago would consume in a year? So how long would it take an average American today to consume the same amount of sugar 200 years ago in a whole year? In a whole year. How long would it take?
1 day.
Good guess. 2 weeks. For a whole year, 200 years ago. We've just processed food, y'all. It's killing us. So the MetaPower system is a system, it's pretty new with doTERRA. It's been out like maybe 2 years. But this is a game changer for this right here. The average American spends the last 14 years of their life in a state of declining health. And I have seen this with my parents.
Yeah.
I took care of my mother-in-law for 4 years. She had Alzheimer's. She passed in 2015. I took care of my mom before she passed, and now my dad is living with us. So this is the 3rd parent that has been living in my home. Not moving, not getting out, not eating healthy. I mean, it's just, I don't want to have to depend on one of my kids when I get to be like 80 something or 90. My dad's turning 90 in April. But I want to be the healthiest I could be and take care of my body, taking the supplementation I need because we're not getting it in our food. So what's the answer? If I'm not getting it in my food, the only other thing is to supplement and to give my body what it needs. And then this is huge for kind of reversing the signs of aging, putting NAD and the collagen back into our body that we start to lose with age. So this has been huge. This right here can help your cognitive function. My knees don't hurt like they used to. I'm playing pickleball. I'm working out with silver sneakers at the hospital 3 times a week. And my husband's coming with me. And it's just amazing what this system is doing right here. It's just amazing. Shrinking your fat cells, supporting your blood sugar, and then cellular repair with the collagen. It is one of the best things ever. This is showing this lady, my friend, wore a glucose patch. She wore it a week before she started MetaPower, and these are her sugar spikes right here. And then after MetaPower, it came down, and then came down even more. So it's amazing what it can do for your glucose levels. 62% reduction in high glucose events with the MetaPower system. So it's really huge. This guy, A1C, 7.9 to 6.1. So that speaks volumes right there. I'm gonna try to go quickly here. But the collagen is my favorite MetaPower product. So this is a whole line of stuff right here. This is your MetaPower collagen. This right here is oil in different forms. And then this is your assist for your glucose levels right here. But the MetaPower collagen is my favorite. It's giving me even more energy than the LLV, and my knees don't hurt. And I can play pickleball now because it's putting that collagen back into my joints and my muscles. So this is showing you what it can do for skin. So you know, I don't know if I've never taken a collagen before. This is the only collagen I've ever taken, but look what it did to this woman's skin. 71 years old, after 2 months, the skin, because it's putting that collagen back into your body. This guy, you can see his hair turned darker, his blood work, 40 point decrease in cholesterol, 25 in LDL, and 57 in triglycerides. So I'm seeing triglycerides really coming down with the LLV and the MetaPower. So this is what you would have to spend to get all of the ingredients that are in our MetaPower collagen. So you can see it has NMN, and that's a very expensive ingredient right here. NMN, $77 just for that one thing. If you were to buy it on Amazon, it's a very expensive product. It helps your body produce NAD+, which helps to reverse signs of aging and give your body what it needs. You can do add-ons and save money at a discount. I hope I don't miss anything here. Okay, Debbie, you interrupt me if you're supposed to talk about something. I love the add-ons at a discount because like when I order the supplements, I can save almost $15 by adding on a box of the collagen instead of paying full price. Your probiotics, you can save money on those when you add them on to getting the supplements. So they allow you to do add-ons at a discount, and so that really helps to save a lot of money. This is my nutrition, that bottom of the wellness pyramid that we were showing you right here. All that's part of the nutrition. So we focused on these 2 things, and now we're going to start looking at the oils right here. That's how we can deal with the next things on our chart. So Rosamond University is like a medical university, and they studied essential oils, a lot of different essential oils, because man, there's oils everywhere. Amazon, GNC, Target, Walmart, everybody is selling essential oils. So how do you know what's really in that bottle? Well, they found that the different competitors had minimal effects, whereas doTERRA's were therapeutically relevant. Cell growth and rejuvenation, metabolic health, and the inflammation in your body. And the other ones, they're not safe to take internally because what you buy at Walmart will say, do not ingest, do not put on your skin. Well, if you can go buy a peppermint plant and pick a leaf and put it in your mouth, why wouldn't you be able to do that with peppermint essential oil? They're adulterated, there's fillers, there's contaminants in there, so you cannot trust what's in that bottle. It's not going to work People say, well, I tried, you know, using lavender for sleep. It didn't help me at all. Well, what's in that bottle? Where did you buy that, and how do you know it's really pure? What makes doTERRA different is that there's no fillers, no synthetics, and no dilution. So that's why you can take most of our oils internally. If you see supplement on the bottle, you know you can take it like a supplement, like a pill. And you can just put that drop of oil under your tongue or under your tongue. I take these oils internally all the time. It's my favorite way to take them, but not everybody's gonna like the taste. Some of them do taste bad, I'll just be honest with you. Frankincense doesn't taste good. It's like you're chewing on a piece of bark because it's from wood. So my husband, he has to put his in a veggie cap because he doesn't like the taste. He's a big baby when it comes to the taste. But I'm tough and I want to do it the fast, easy way. Just give me a drop, I'm good to go. So he's got these veggie caps and he'll put the oils in there. You can mix them together. You can take a recipe, you know how we bake a cake and we put the ingredients in there and it makes one cake. You can make one pill to deal with high blood sugar or sleep or whatever it is and put them all together in a diffuser. Or you could make a recipe for high blood pressure. You can make a roller bottle with different oils and put it here over your heart. I make a roller and I put it on the bottoms of my feet before I get into bed at night to help me sleep. So whatever it is you want to address, there's an oil for that. You know, they make t-shirts. There's an oil for that. Like there really is. So essential oils, y'all, what did they bring baby Jesus? What does it say? Frankincense, gold, and myrrh. 2 of those things were essential oils. But here I am, 56. Well, now I'm 65, but when I went to my first class, I'm just sitting there. You could buy frankincense today? They really have frankincense? Like I had no clue. Like I knew baby Jesus used it, but you could really use frankincense today. It's like it was blowing my mind. So now I put it under my tongue every day. But anyways, they've been around for centuries, right? They've been around a long time, but in Western medicine, we haven't been taught about it. I didn't know, I was clueless, totally clueless. From plants, ideal chemistry, 54 tests. This is the difference between doTERRA and the other companies out there. They don't test their oils. They're not safe to take internally. They're cheaper, they're adulterated, they're filled with other things. So people turn to doTERRA for safe, affordable, and effective solutions. Okay, so instead of this, we're gonna try using this first and maybe we won't need the medicine. Now, I'm not saying don't ever take any medicine. I'm not saying that. There is a place for that. But let's try something natural first so you don't get those bad side effects. So now I'm always like, okay, I have high cholesterol, what can I try for that? Or I have high blood pressure, what can I try using for that? And do some digging to where I take control of my health instead of just running to the doctor for every little thing and blindly taking and doing what they say. But I'm not poo-pooing doctors because they are wonderful. But let's try to do what we can for our own health without those bad side effects. I just have to interject here. I had a friend of mine come just 2 days ago. She came in here. Sue, I feel horrible. I've been taking the Stanton drug that the doctor gave me, and I can't sleep, and my legs are hurting. I don't have, this is how, she was almost talking slurred. She said, I feel like I'm dying. I told the doctor I can't take that anymore. And she said, what do you have that could help me with my cholesterol? And so I scanned her, and we started her on the LLV. And so like in 3 days, she came in today, and she's like a new person. Already she's feeling better, but she could not take that medicine. She just couldn't take it. So here's a good visual right here. Costco, a company, it was probably that Rosamond University, if you want to know the truth about it, because they tested a lot of oils. They took a bottle of peppermint oil from Costco. It had actually just 10% peppermint essential oil in that bottle. Now, is it cheaper than doTERRA's? Probably, okay? But all you need is 1 drop. Did that one drop of peppermint open you up? Like, the therapeutic benefit of pure oil is amazing. What's that?
It's all stopped up.
I'm sorry. Yeah, my nose is running, thank you.
Okay, so here's a question, and whoever gets the closest to it, I'll give you a prize. How many cups of peppermint tea with the herb, how many cups of tea would you have to drink to equal 1 drop of peppermint? Just take a guess.
10.
4.
Okay.
5.
10,
6.
5, 6,
It was 7.
7. Okay, who said 10? Okay. Whoops, it didn't give the answer. Well, I'll just tell it to you. I thought it was going to come up right here. But I have the answer. 28. You would have to drink 28 cups of tea, so that'd take you a while, right? to drink 28 cups, and you'd be running to the bathroom. But I'm all about fast and easy. Give me the benefit with as little as possible. So just 1 drop. So 28 cups. So let's see. Let's give, is it Sandra? Sandy. Let's give Sandy a Breathe drop in a deep blue. You want to give that to her? Awesome. Okay. So that's crazy, right? Okay.
It is crazy.
So I can use a bottle of lavender from Costco. It's going to be fine. So these 2 granddaughters went to their grandma's house to spend the night, and they always put lavender on their chest before going to bed. Well, grandma was out of doTERRA lavender. And so she got a bottle out of her closet, and it was another brand. I honestly don't know what brand it was, so I can't say. And the girls ended up with chemical burns with scars almost a year later from using lavender from another company. That's really scary. I mean, look at them. Yeah. I mean, lavender is supposed to be a very good for skin oil, right? It's not supposed to burn like that. That just goes to show you what was in that bottle. They're affordable, price per drop. Just a few applications of lavender and tea tree for ear infection. Just put it around there. Y'all, it would blow your mind. You're so blessed to hear about this before you have that baby. Because you don't know how many times I wish I had the oils and knew what I know now back when my kids were younger. Acid reflux, vomiting, fevers, bellyache, they can't poop. I mean, there's so many things I wish I had known about it.
And that's like Landon and Haley. Landon's sister was an oncologist, and she quit work to stay home with her children, but she used essential oils, doTERRA. She's never used any other drug with her children. She raised them with doTERRA oils, and they're in high school now.
Wow.
And I mean,
Save many trip to the doctor when you can deal with some, not to say that you would never need to, but you could deal with earache, you know, diaper rash with lavender, just all kinds of things. Yeah, so, you know, but it's never too late. I have them now, and I'm so thankful for them. But so 1 dose is going to be like 1 to 2 drops, less than $1, way less than $1 for most of the oils. And so less, more often. Don't use like 10 drops at a time and think it's going to last all day. Less, more often, maybe 2-3 times a day, a little bit more often. Does that make sense? Instead of just dousing it, okay, I'm going to take care of this, and just like, you know, you don't want to overdo it. Effective. Here's just see this picture right here. It can break through the cell wall. It can get inside the cell, whereas medications, things that you buy over the counter, they hit the outside of the cell wall. They can't permeate into that inside of the cell where that bacteria and infections going on. That's why they're so effective, because the body recognizes it. Oh, I like what you're putting into me. You're plant-based. You're natural. And so you're going to get to the root of the problem. That's what I love about it. So fast acting, so powerful. doTERRA gives back to the people who source for them. I love that when I buy a bottle of oil, it's helping these mothers these women in other countries that are very poor countries, and they can give their kids a better life, a better education, building better schools, and giving them jobs. It's just amazing. And I'm not going to go to, we could teach a whole class on just that right there. Okay, so this is where Debbie's going to talk, but how do I know what oils to use, how and when? I know I was overwhelmed. It's like I don't know what to do with these. So we've got the oil books. You know, if you do decide to get something, we give you a book to use. We've got our Facebook group. I've had it for 9 years. I put posts in there. So many testimonials in there. Another Facebook group, and then we have free classes like Monday nights and other classes. So what do you want to say about that?
I was going to say our Monday night, when I first met Sue, well, Amy and I had actually been using some oils from another company, and we really didn't know, you know, you buy them and you're like, well, just use them whenever, I don't know what to use it for. But the thing with doTERRA and with Sue is the support that we get, because after we ordered, we come in and she goes through, personalizes, okay, this is how you use this is what you could use it for, and the support is so great. And then we learn together, and with the casting pounds, we've learned so much. And oh yeah, I can do that. Or this other girl the other day told me that I've been having some hormonal migraine headaches. I'm trying to get off of a medication. So she told me to use frankincense and helichrysum. And I just put a drop on my forehead and the back of my neck. And she said, now you got to sit back and close your eyes. And so I did sit back and close my eyes. And it was almost like I could feel it working, taking my migraine away. It was amazing. But when we share stuff like that and support we get really makes you feel comfortable.
You pick up from hearing someone else talk about something. Yeah.
And it's not just like, okay, you know, we bought an oil and then don't know what to do with it, but it's like
just look in your book. Just go look in your book.
It's a whole network, and we, you know, enjoy and learn from each other.
Yeah, and it's just fun too. Yeah, that's great. Okay, so now we're getting into the oils. Okay, these are the immune support oils, and we're gonna pass them around. But the first one, and Amy's gonna give a testimony on this one. But so oregano, if you look over here. Oregano, nature's what? So just remember, if you start getting the crud, you know, whatever. Yeah, so oregano. Yes, I have actually, I can give a testimonial to that. I've actually burned off skin tags, so it saved me a visit to the dermatologist. Saved me that copay, but I used a Q-tip. What you need to know is this is hot. This is the hottest oil we sell. You can cook with it, you can add it to spaghetti sauce, but only like a toothpick swirl. This is an oil I would never put a drop under my tongue because it's hot, okay? It burned off the skin tag. It's hot, okay? It eats away at it. It turns black, hard, and falls off like an umbilical cord on a baby, okay? It burned it off. So you don't want to put oregano under your tongue, even though you can take it supplementally, right? Internally, but do it in a veggie cap. Don't put it in a shot glass and drink it, or put it under your tongue because you'll be like, oh, it's super hot. Okay, so Amy, I just want you to smell it. Just smell it.
When it gets in the belly and the capsule dissolves.
Well, you just put it in the capsule and take it with water and swallow it. Get it inside of you.
And then what happens? You go
Burn the belly.
Listen, it's not going to hurt your body. It's going to get rid of parasites, you know, fungus. Yes, it's going to get rid of all the bad, the infection. Okay, it's UTIs, bladder infection. It's going to get rid of that mess.
Real?
Yes. So go ahead. What you want?
Yes, I had a wart on my thumb, and I had it there for like a year. And I tried everything, over the counter, freezing it, nothing would get rid of it. Then I met Miss Sue here, and I tried the oregano. It was gone within a week, probably.
So how did you do it? How did you apply it?
Well, I would, you know, soak it first and get it soft and file it, and then put one drop on there and put a Band-Aid on.
You didn't dilute it. You just put one drop because it's hot. It could get red.
It felt like you put a little jalapeno on there.
Yeah.
But it worked. Nothing else would work.
So got rid of her wart in a week. So it took about 2 weeks for a skin tag on my husband's neck. He had like a big one right there. And it took about 2 weeks working on that, but it ate it away and it got rid of it. But just respect oregano because it's hot. Let me just tell you, it's hot. You just don't put it under your tongue, please. I'm begging you, don't do that. Okay, so tea tree. I like to call this the Swiss Army knife of it's the A's, antiviral, anti-infection, antibacterial. This is the one for like anything with infection to the name. Ear infection, gonna put it around the ear. Throat infection, it hurts to swallow, I'm gonna gargle with it. Or I just put it in a veggie cap, but I like to gargle and coat my throat. And then I just swallow it. Acne, oh my goodness, you just take plain tea tree and you just put it on those places. It dries them up. And it's a mild oil. It's not hot like oregano, okay? It's mild. But you can, in your shampoo for itchy, dry scalp, I mean, you name it. Tea tree is good for everything. Now, it's not a smell good oil, even though I have some people who love the smell of it. Shingles, nail care, fungus, like your toenails, all kinds of stuff like that. It's so good. And then On Guard. Oh boy, that's almost gone. On Guard is the one for all kinds of sicknesses. So kills 99.9% of germs in the air. Clove and cinnamon. Now this one does smell good. It reminds you of Russian tea, that Christmas smell with the clove and cinnamon. High in antioxidants, kills mold. You could diffuse it. You could take it internally. We have a whole line of On Guard products. We even have laundry detergent. We've got On Guard toothpaste. Because it's so good at killing germs. So good. Now frankincense, okay. So it helps you with your migraines. This is what I start my day with because it's immune support. It's anti-cancer. It's anti-everything, boosts your immunity, and it feeds your brain. So in the book, the first thing listed in the book is Alzheimer's and dementia. Well, I don't want to get that mess. So I'm being proactive, trying to give my body what it needs. So, okay. Now, it's bitter. It tastes like wood. It comes from under the bark of the tree. So it doesn't taste good, but I know it's good for me. So I take it. And I know it's good for me.
And I'll put that on my knees. Like
It helps
just
with
drop it on my
pain.
knees and,
Yep.
and it helps.
So they call frankincense the king of oils. When in doubt, get the frankincense out. Like it's gonna do you good. It's not gonna hurt. Okay, this is the one that can actually help your body get rid of bad cells and keep your cells healthy. That's why, we can't say it's gonna cure cancer, but it actually can help.
So for a migraine,
Yeah,
would I like put it on
There's-
my head?
there's
or-
several, yeah, you could do it topically, right? And then you could also put some on your thumb and hold it to the roof of your mouth like this. Okay, so, for about 30 seconds, because it passes through the blood-brain barrier and it gets up there very fast. Remember, they're fast moving, they're volatile in a good way, not in a bad way. And you just hold it there for about 30 seconds. It's worked for a lot of people. And if it doesn't take it away the first time, do it again in 15 minutes. Because it's just a little bit on that thumb and it's not gonna hurt. You can't OD on it, okay? All right, medicine cabinet basics. We're gonna go really fast through these. So lavender, okay, this isn't gonna give you burns like that other picture. It's safe to use topically, internally. It's good for hair growth. People put it in their shampoo. It's good for burns. It's called sleep. Sleep is a big one. So you could diffuse it next to your bed in a diffuser. You can put it on the bottoms of your feet topically. You can smell it. You can put some behind your ear, back of the neck, and it's gonna get into your bloodstream in 30 seconds. Really great for bug bites and all that kind of stuff. It's an antihistamine. Nature's antihistamine, that's lavender. Itchy, watery eyes, pink eye. You can put it around your eye, not in your eye, but around it, and it's gonna help alleviate, the redness, the itchiness. It takes away the itchy away. Lemon is the one that helped my husband pass a kidney stone. I'm gonna pass this around right here. This is my husband's kidney stone. He passed it the day he was gonna get it crushed. It's a 7 millimeter, normal size is 4. So it was almost double the normal size. Lemon in the water, lemon in veggie cap, and it literally saved us $10,000. That's what the copay was gonna be. Because our insurance was a $15,000 deductible, it was gonna cost us $10,000. He passed it after using 3 oils. We added 2 to this, but lemon was the main one. So you can pass that around. Smell the lemon. Lemon is a detox, so I always add it to my water. Whenever you're adding oils to your water that you're drinking, don't use plastic. It could be breaking down plastic, you might be ingesting it. So only glass or stainless steel. I put about 3 drops of lemon in here. So UTIs, bladder infections, gout, it's gonna flush toxins from your body, and that's what got that stone moving, okay? And it's very good for weight loss and all kinds of stuff. Peppermint, you already smelled peppermint. Digestin was the first oil to get rid of a prescription that I was taking. How many of you have acid reflux? Anybody? Okay. So this has fennel, peppermint, tarragon, I can't remember all the oils, but fennel's the biggie. So this tastes like black licorice with the fennel, but it's so good. Like I got off of omeprazole.
Me too.
And that can cause, heart disease and dementia. Long-term use of that medication. So what do you want to say about it?
Got me off of it too.
Yeah? So do you take it every day or just as needed?
Well, I was doing every day, now just as needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, so if you give your body what it needs, she won't have to take that every day for the rest of her life. Just as needed. That's me too.
What was her ailment? I'm sorry, I missed that part.
Acid reflux,
You smell it?
really
That's
bad.
What were you taking?
Omeprazole.
That's what I was taking. Yeah, it got me off that too.
That don't smell good.
Just, no, it tastes like black licorice. So we do have soft gels, if you just want to take a soft gel. But yeah, no, some of them don't smell good, some of them don't taste good. I'll agree with you on that. But if I know I don't have to take that medicine, which can have a lot of bad side effects, I'll
Bones to break, omeprazole. So
it make your bones brittle. Wow,
Was
wow.
that a prescription medicine?
You can get it over the counter.
Oh, okay.
Breathe.
Cause I take something.
Okay, let's try breathe.
Yeah.
Did you have something to say about
I was
breathe?
just gonna say, I usually wake up, especially this time of the year, like my stuffy and my head's all stuffy, and I'll just get up at night and drop some in my palm and
Yeah.
breathe it in, and it opens up my airways.
Which one's
I
that?
mean,
Breathe.
it
Yeah,
really
well,
works.
and
The
this
breathe.
is one I want you to try too. So Debbie's gonna give you a drop of breathe. It's got eucalyptus, peppermint, other oils, raven, sarah, laurel leaf. And go like this and do the same thing. Okay, breathe it in. This is your breathe, asthma, COPD, all of those issues for snoring. It can minimize snoring if you diffuse it and put it on the bottoms of your feet. This has eucalyptus, peppermint, all those oils to really
That
open
would
up.
be good on the bottom of your feet too.
Mm-hmm.
Did you use that with lavender together?
You can. Yes, you can layer. Absolutely. Or in your diffuser together. Right? You can put them both in the diffuser. But breathe that in and then make it an inhaler by doing this, y'all. Okay, so here's how to make a natural inhaler. Go like this. I have elderly ladies who don't use their albuterol inhalers anymore. They just do that.
That works.
And breathe it in.
And that's what I do, like at night,
Mhm.
and I'm stumped up, and I just do that.
It does make you nice and good, but
It
it's
does,
like the
it
first
does.
time you do it, it's like.
Okay, so yeah, so that's breathe. Yeah, it's on the 3rd page, and by the way, I forgot to tell you, I got so excited about the class. This is basically the PowerPoint in 3 pages with notes, okay? So the last page is your oils. So, and you're what, you can take these home with you, okay? But that's basically your PowerPoint, and if any of you want the PowerPoint, we can email it to you, okay? If you want the PowerPoint, Debbie can help with that. All right, pain and inflammation. So here's the deep blue. What we're gonna do is we're gonna give each of you a little bit of deep blue, and you're gonna rub the other person's neck. You're gonna give each other a neck rub with deep blue, okay? This is amazing. And Amy, you can help with this. Give everybody just a little bit in your hand. Rub the other person's neck. Hold it in your hand while the other person does you. This is amazing for all kinds of aches and pains. It's Ben Gay on steroids, okay, and it's natural. Peppermint's in here.
Can you do it like on your hands?
Yes, you can, but just don't touch your eye, and when you go to the bathroom, to because it's gonna sting, okay? But you actually can use it on your hand, just be careful not to. Okay. Wherever you want to use it, you go ahead and use it there. And then, Nikki's let me do your neck, how about this? And she's doing her hands with that. Let me go ahead and do this. Just don't touch your eye with that. Okay, hold your hair up. Okay, so we're doing a quick neck rub right here. The peppermint, you're gonna feel it tingling with the peppermint in there. Even men love this for their back and their knees.
I'm still feeling it.
Yeah, it's like peppermint patty. And your back, I don't know if you get lower back pain with the baby. Like, I would bend over to do dishes with you. Are you gonna fall asleep on me?
I'm scared I was gonna call you.
Sue is great at neck massage.
Yeah, I love to give neck rubs. Yes, I was a piano teacher for 35 years, so I did play the piano a lot.
I thought we were
But Deep Blue is an amazing chiropractor, orthopedic doctors will, what I do with my clicker? We'll sell this or send people down here to get this, like orthopedic doctors and chiropractors. And there is a stick, if you don't want to touch it, you could just roll it on, and it's got papaya in there. So it comes in a stick form or the rub, either one. And the Deep Blue pills is your natural painkiller instead of aspirin or Relief, because that hurts your kidneys and your liver. So that's a natural with polyphenols to help with pain internally. Okay.
So somebody that takes Tylenol every day could take that?
Absolutely, and it's not going to hurt your organs. It's a natural pain reliever. Yeah. Mood and emotional support. We're going to go quickly through here. I'm just going to pass around Serenity and Adaptive. These are our two favorites. You're welcome to smell it. These are not internal oils. They are to smell, they are to breathe it in from your hands, wear like a perfume behind your ears, your throat, your wrists. Both very good. Serenity is really your sleep blend, and then Adaptive is the one for stress, anxiety, and depression. Okay, so you can smell those. Super, super good. It's a natural antidepressant, okay, to help with stress. This is the sleep. And that was one of the things that I circled when I first started. Like, I do not sleep well. I do a lot better now. But the Serenity system, Serenity oil's going around. And you can take the pills internally before going to bed. I took 2 last night, and my REM was much better last night. And the stick. Y'all need to smell the stick. It's got, what is this, valerian? Have you ever heard of valerian? But it's got the oil in there. Oh, I apply the stick on my wrist, bottoms up on my feet. I put some under my nose, behind my ears. I love that Serenity stick, and it's not that expensive at all. So when you get better sleep, you can actually add years to your brain and to your immune system. That's when your body is restoring, and that's when you're restoring during sleep. And when you're not getting enough sleep, you're going to be tired. Your brain isn't going to be functioning as well. Your immune system is, and then we keep on our weight too. So sleep is very important to keeping your weight down. So that's huge. So how can I get these oils in my home? There's no membership fee. There used to be a $35 membership fee. The company took that away, yay. And wholesale means you're going to save 25%. Oh, and here's where we can pass around those kits. They're right over there. Did you want to say something?
No, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, so we've got some ways that you could start. You could build your own kit, or you can get a kit that's already made to be sold with those certain products in there. So we're going to pass around these kit sheets for you to look at. And And you can decide on a kit, no membership fee, or you can build your own kit with specific things that you want to try. Okay, so the Aroma Essential Kit comes with little bottles. I want to show you the size of the 2 bottles. Okay, so here's a visual. This is a 5 ml bottle. It has 85 drops. Remember, just 1 drop, it's like 28 cups of tea. So 1 drop goes a long way. The bigger bottle is 15 ml. So you get 3 times as much oil as a 5 ml. Okay, 5 ml, 15 ml. This kit comes with small bottles, and this kit comes with small bottles, okay? And they're both 165, and they both come with a diffuser. This one comes with your top 10, kind of like on that chart over there. And this one comes with more of the blends for helping the mood. They just smell good. It's mainly for diffusing, maybe wearing topically, not so much taking internally, okay? So that's the Aroma. Then you have this kit, which is just like this one, but with 3 times as much oil. The Home Essential Kit comes with bigger bottles. For less than twice the price, you're getting 3 times the amount of oil. So if you want your oils to last longer and to have more of it, you'll want to get the Home Essentials. And then the Aroma Touch Kit is a special kit for people who want to give Aroma Touch massages to people, and you get training with that. I love these kits because it comes with my favorite product, which is LLV and the collagen. So I love these kits right here because this has done more for me before collagen came out. And look, you get the deep blue, you get the probiotic, and you get the Terrazyme. So you get your gut, you get pain, and you get energy and the supplementation with your LLV plus 5 small bottles, including frankincense. So that's really cool. The Healthy Habits, it shows you how much you're saving. Then the nutritional, you get your LLV, your probiotic and Terrazyme, and lemon, which is your detox oil. And that's 162, so that's a little bit less. Natural Solutions has like a little bit of everything. It has a lot more. You can see it has all of this On Guard stuff, your hand sanitizer, the toothpaste. You get big bottles, you get your diffuser, you get your supplements right there, you get a box to hold your oils, and you save more, you spend more, but you're saving more. So depending on what your budget is, you just kind of figure out which kit works best with your budget. Healthy Foundations, I like this one because it comes with a collagen. You get your LLV, which is your nutrition, vitamins and minerals, plus your collagen, plus for your sugar spikes and shrinking your fat cells. So that's your metabolic with your MetaPower. Then we got 2 new kits, you guys. So let me show you this. If you go into the bathroom, I have this in the bathroom back there, but I took it out to show y'all. So this is a kit, it's brand new, and it comes with 2 of these. You plug it in, and when you walk by, it goes and it bursts out oil from the bottle of oil right there. But you don't have to charge it up because it's plugged in. And when someone walks by, it just puts that oil into the atmosphere. So I thought it came with 1, but it comes with 2. Do you have a question?
So I'm sorry.
You go ahead.
It's based on movement. It's not based
motion
on
sensor.
movement.
So that when you walk by, it's like, whew, okay, I'm gonna put some oil out at you. And so it does it. It's called the Mist Wall Plug Diffuser, okay? You just plug it into an outlet. It can be in an entryway, it can be in your bathroom, it could be in a bedroom. And so it comes with specific oils, so we can pass those around real fast. This is the Forest Bundle is gonna be this one. So you can take the tops off, Debbie, and kind of let people smell those. So if you like woodsy tree smells, you're gonna want the forest one. And if you like the citrus one, Shinrin Yoku, that means forest bathing in Japanese.
That's one.
Shinrin Yoku, I love it. It's also great for sleep too. Northern Escape, lavender, and eucalyptus. Okay, and then the citrus one, Amy, we're gonna let you start with those. Island Mint, Super Mint, and then the Citrus Bloom. You can go ahead and take the tops off, and then you can start up here. So you guys are gonna start with citrus. You all are gonna start with the forest one. But these are brand new kits, and that's the only way you can get a mist diffuser. I'm looking for, here's the citrus bloom. Here's the citrus bloom. Citrus bloom is what I have diffusing out front, you guys. That's got citrus and lavender. Okay, so you know what, Laura? I think we're gonna go ahead and sign off now.
All right.
Okay?